These riders up to the blue line. These are our pro racers. In the front, down low in that black jersey, he just started riding out here over the winter. He's got some legs on him. I was a partner with him on Tuesday night workout. That's Mike Scannell. His partner up top, he's a coach out here. He also helps manage the track now. He's been riding at our Bloomer track for the last 18 years. That's Luke Cavender. T Black. Next up, down low, a veteran at our track in Bloomer. He's been out here training and doing some racing as well. That's Tony Bruley. His partner, he was a regular at the Bloomer track. I think this is his second pro race out here. That's Blaine Benson. Team Pink. Now rolling through in that blue jersey down low. Tonight's gonna be his first night racing as a pro, his first night doing the Madison, but he's fast. That's Mike Booth. His partner up top, he's a coach here, he's a coach at Bloomer. Got probably the most experienced track racing on the track right now. That's Dave Hicken. Team Blue. Rolling through down low on that sweet Karima. Probably the best bike out there. That's Chris Hughes. And his partner, gonna have to hold his weight tonight. That's Brett Bettle. Team Green. Next up down low, avid cyclist, owner of Sweet Bikes. That's Seth Kleinglass. His partner up top, he's got the most wins here at the Lexus Velodrome. He just got married a couple days ago. That's Martin Vecchio. Team Yellow. Now these next two riders, you can see they don't have matching jerseys because they're gonna be in the pro races, but they are not gonna be doing the Madison. Down low, super fast, knows how to pursue, knows how to sprint, knows how to points race. That's Mike Dega. And up top, on that felt bike, cruising around, he's gonna race with the pros today. That's Quinn Fedor. And those are our pro racers. We're gonna roll right into a 30-lap, 3-mile scratch race. So riders, get ready. We're about to get underway. All right, if they ring the bell on the next lap, that means it's underway. Let's see what happens. We got a big group of pros out there tonight. All right, the first race of the night is underway. Mike Dega on the front, he pulls up, Scannell pulls through. Tony Bruley getting in the drops. He's sitting tight on Scannell's wheel. Mike Booth sitting in third, Chris Hughes in fourth. They're rolling around, 29 to go, racers, 29 laps to go. You can tell the speed's picking up because they're strung out one long line. Bruley checks his shoulder. He's gonna pick up the pace. He's opening up a gap. Mike Booth trying to close it down. Chris Hughes sitting tight on that wheel. Bruley pulls up, Booth on the front. Booth pulling these riders around. Everyone's got fresh legs. Hughes follows Booth up. Now it's Kleinglass on the front of the pack. Hicken sitting tight on his wheel. Starting to stack up a little bit. That means the speed slowed down. Nobody wants to be at the very back. 26 to go, racers. 26 to go at the line. Brett Bettle on the front, pulls up. Now Luke Cavender leading the pack around. Picking up the pace. We're seeing a small gap open up. Right off of Fedor's wheel. Bettle drops in, closes down that gap. These guys are cruising. Luke Cavender trying to hop on Mike Dega's wheel. Look at the speeds, they're picking it up. Everyone's starting to feel it, starting to suck a little bit of wind. Fedor pulls up. Now Vecchio, Bettle on the front. Bettle picking it up. Now Mike Scannell off the front. We got about a 3 bike length gap between Kleinglass and Bruley. Can Bruley close it down? He's pushing on those pedals and everyone's back together. The speeds are really picking up here. First race of the night, fresh legs. 22 to go at the line. 22 to go, racers. Everybody in here, let's make some noise when they come around. 22 laps to go in our first race of the night. Kleinglass checks his shoulder, moves up the track. It's starting to stack up. That means the speed's slowing down. Everyone's looking for a place to escape. Hickens got Beto right on his shoulder. Beto slowly moving back. Vecchio sitting on Beto's wheel. Hughes pulls up. Mike Booth pulling through. Booth checks his shoulder. He wants to get off the front. His partner Dave Hicken now pulls through. Blaine Benson sitting tight on that wheel. Dave Hicken. Benson pulls up. Beto back on the front. Vecchio shoulder checks. Looks like he's going to pick up the speed. But no, look it. Fedor a little bit off the front. He pulls up. Now Scannell on the front again. Let's see if anyone makes a move. Hughes letting Vettel file into him. Mike Dega on the front of the pack. He's pulling these racers around. He checks his shoulder, starting to bunch up at the back of the pack. That means it's slowing down. Is somebody going to make a move? 17 laps to go, racers. 17 to go at the line. And Beto picking it up. He's opening a gap. Martin Vecchio sitting on his wheel. Cavender trying to close down that gap. We got 3 up the front. Quinn Fedor chasing him down. Fedor and Booth trying to get back into it. Vecchio turning up the heat. Now we got Luke Cavender on the front. 3 riders are off the front. 2 are chasing. The rest of the pack's trying to get up there. Tony Bruley. Looks like we got 5 off the front. 5 riders off the front. Let's see if they can stay away. Cavender pulls up. Martin Vecchio working hard to get back on that wheel. He's back in it. Cavender's back on as well. Main pack is being led by Kleinglass. Kleinglass gritting his teeth. He's trying to close that gap, get up to those lead riders. Mike Booth pulls up, drops right back in front of Beto. Vecchio pulls up. Looks like they're sitting up. Can Fedor get up there? Make some noise for these riders off the front. Quinn Fedor trying to close down that gap. Cavender drops up, pulls up, drops back in. Now Beto back on the front. But watch Dave Hicken. Dave Hicken making a move over Fedor. He's trying to close down that gap.
11 to go. 11 to go in the bike race.
All right, you can see things are picking up. Riders starting to get kicked out the back door. They're going to try to stay away. Look at Tony Bruley trying to make that effort. Get up there, Bruley. Make some noise for Tony Bruley. He's trying to close down that gap. All the way, Tony, get him. But Martin Vecchio's going to pick the heat back up. 2 riders just off the back. They file in. Tony Bruley's back on the pack. Seth Kleinglass out of his saddle, trying to get up there. And it looks like our main group is back together. Mike Dega's checking his shoulder, looking for the back of the pack. Dega, Kleinglass, and Vecchio getting gapped off the back. Dave Hicken on the front. He wags his elbow, moves up the track. Now it's Brett Beto, the one that started this breakaway, on the front of the pack. Tony Bruley made that hard effort to close that gap. Now he's to the front. 6 to go at the line, racers. 6 laps to go in our first race of the night. Seth Kleinglass at the back playing gatekeeper, letting riders file in one by one. They're holding down at the black line in the 166-meter track here at the Lexus Velodrome. Luke Cavender pulls up. Mike Dega pulling through.
5 to go, 5 to go.
5 laps to go, racers. 5 to go. Who's going to make the move? All of our top pros are lined up right here. Dave Hicken pulls up. Martin Vecchio pushing his way in, telling his teammate to watch out, let me go. Brett Beto shoulder checking. He's looking around. He doesn't want to get sucked all the way at the back of the pack. Here goes Bruley. Bruley picking up the pace. Tony Bruley out of his saddle. He's picking it up. Let's make some noise for these racers when they come around.
Yeah. Go, 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 go.
2 to go, racers. Here goes Mike Booth. Mike Booth out of his saddle. He's making a move.
2 to go.
He's got 2 to go. Can he hold him off? His first pro race here at the Lexus Velodrome. Luke Cavender trying to close down that gap. Bell lap, racers, bell lap. Can Mike Booth hold him off? Here comes Luke Cavender. Can he get over the top? Luke Cavender trying to make a move. And here's Martin Vecchio. Can Vecchio get it? It's going to be Booth, Cavender, Vecchio, Dega, Hicken, Bruley, Beto. Great racing for our first race of the night. Mike Booth taking the win in our 30 lap 3-mile pro scratch race. First night as a pro, takes home the first W. And we got a lot more racing coming up. Next up, we're gonna get our semi-pro racers, semi-pro riders to the rail. Semi-pro riders to the rail. Well, right off the bat, we want to make sure we shout out our naming rights sponsor, Lexus, for the Lexus Velodrome, our official healthcare provider, the DMC, the Detroit Medical Center, and our financial partner, Diversified Members Credit Union. All right, that was some great racing right off the bat. Now we're gonna get our semi-pro racers up to the rail. Semi-pro racers on your bikes up to the rail. All right, now we got our semi-pro riders up to the rail. We also got some of our junior racers. They're gonna be doing multiple events tonight. So in the front of that all-orange jersey, that's Charles Moore. Sitting in second, he started coming out here training, bringing his daughter out, but now he's out here racing. That's Mark Atkinson. One of our juniors sitting in third, that's Jimmy Capella. Behind him, that's Adam Kate. Another junior in that orange bike right there. He's getting ready to go to nationals in a couple weeks. That's Jackson Capella. Behind Jackson, he's been out to the track here a couple times. They came from Milton. That's Martin Harnsberger. With those sweet Aero spoke wheels, we put him through some of his first Madison training. We're gonna see him out here in the pros soon. That's Cody Cook. Behind him, another junior getting ready to go to nationals. That's DeJohn Parks. And at the back of the field, our only female out here racing with the semi-pro. She's also a junior racer. That's Lauren Atkinson. Put your hands together for our semi-pro racers. They're gonna be getting some last minute instruction from Dale Hughes. Then after that, we're gonna roll out. Remember, everything at the Lexus Velodrome for anyone under 18 years of age is totally free. We have classes, we have bikes, we have everything. We will teach your kids how to ride a bike. We have summer camps, free summer camps starting next week for all ages. And let's see if these semi-pro riders are all together. We're gonna give them another lap. Let's get together, racers. And it's on. Semi-pro race is underway. Charles Moore at the front, Atkinson in second, 20 laps to go. 2 miles in this first race of the night. Who's gonna go where? Jackson Capella pulling up the track. He wants to sit on Moore's wheel. He knows Moore's got some legs underneath him as Atkinson pulls through. Cake on the front. Starting to pick up that pace. DeJohn and Lauren at the back. Cody up front pulls through. Jimmy Capella sitting in second. Mark Atkinson in third. Charles Moore in fourth. Jackson Capella in fifth. DeJohn Parks in sixth. Everybody's looking around. Remember, riders, eyes up, eyes up. Cake drops in, fills that gap. Atkinson checking his shoulder. He wants to know where to go. Everybody's kind of slowing up. Nobody wants to be on the front. Lauren Atkinson pulls through. She's starting to pick up the pace. When they come by, let's make some noise for these racers. Let's go, semi-pros. Time to get it underway. Lauren Atkinson picking it up. She's pulling these guys around. Cake pulls off. Hansberger on the front. Jimmy Capella sitting in second. Cody chasing him down, and now he pulls through. Cody on the front, letting those arrow spokes pull him around. Atkinson sitting tight on his wheel. Everybody looking. Nobody wants to be on the front. You save 30%, you use 30% less energy by sitting on a wheel. That's why these riders ride as close as they can to the rider in front of them. So the rider up front is the one breaking the wind, has to do a lot more work. We're gonna see him start picking it up. 13 to go, racers. 13 to go at the line. Capella pulls up. Atkinson jumps on the back. Lauren's gonna follow her dad, Jimmy, hopping right on there. Charles Moore on the front. Look at that, Jimmy Capella, Jackson and Dijon following Moore. Everyone's taking less than a quarter lap pull. Who's gonna make the first move? Hornsberger kind of pulling away. Now Cody on the front. Cody shoulder checks. Nobody wants to go.
They'll be looking at 1 mile to go. When do they get to the line? 1 mile to go. 10 laps.
Eyes up, racers. Make sure you're shoulder checking. Lauren Atkinson back on the front. Her dad's gonna make a move. Here goes Mark. Let's make some noise for Mark Atkinson. His daughter Lauren trying to chase him down. Mark taking a flyer. He's got 9 laps to go. Can he pull away? Lauren leading the chase. She's trying to chase him down. Let's go, Lauren. Get up there. Make some noise. Atkinson pulls up. Hornsberger fouls. Now Moore's on the front. Moore's sitting up. He's not going yet. Let's go, Mark. You got it. He's got a 20 bike length lead. Can Mark Atkinson stay away? It's time to make the move now. 3 riders pull up. Now Cake on the front. He's starting to pick it up.
Go, go, go,
Cody
go, go.
on his wheel. Let's go, Mark. Mark's got about a half a track length lead.
6 to go.
Dijon
6 to
Parks
go.
chasing him down. We got Cody. We got Charles Moore. We got Jackson Capella. Can they catch him? That's the question. Mark's working hard. Can Mark stay away? Mark Atkinson off the front. Eyes up, racers. Look at Dijon closing that gap. Get up there, Dijon.
Woo, 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 woo.
And everybody pulls up. Looks like they're going to catch Mark. Mark makes a smart move. Moves up the track. He's going to dive right back in. We got 4 riders off the front. 4 riders off the front. 3 to go. 3 to go. Eyes up, racers. Eyes up. You got 3 to go. Make that move now. Cody out of his saddle. He's chasing him down. Cody Cook on the front. He's pulling him around. He's gritting his teeth. But here comes Jackson Capella. Jackson Capella making a flyer over the top. Can Capella hold him off? Make some noise. 16-year-old Jackson Capella. Can he hold off Charles Moore? Moore chasing him down. It's going to be close at the line. And it's, Jackson Capella taking the win. Make some noise for our junior Jackson Capella, 16 years old, taking the win. Great racing from our semi-pros.
Great racing from Jackson Capella on his way to the Nationals. Come on, let's hear it again for Jackson Capella. And Dijon Parks doing a great job in there.
All right, next up is our juniors. All right, our junior riders. Rolling up to the top of the track. Once again, let's make some noise for those semi-pros. That was a great race there. Jackson Capella taking home the win. I made a deal with Jackson. If he won the first race, he's gonna have to do pros the rest of the night. All right, once again, we want to thank our official naming rights sponsor, Lexus, for the Lexus Velodrome. We want to thank our financial partner, Diversified Members Credit Union. And we want to thank our official healthcare provider, the DMC, the Detroit Medical Center. They would allow us to put on these events. They would allow us to do free programming for all of our juniors. So you're going to see the juniors and women racers are out here on the front in that green jersey. That's Luke Bashad. Sitting in second, you saw him racing in that semi-pro race, but he's a junior, so they're doing both races. That's Jimmy Capella. Behind Jimmy, he was able to chase down that group in the semi-pros. Let's see what he does in this race. That's Dejon Parks. And we got another junior from Canada up there. That's Zane Oliver Trottier.
"13 years old is Zane.
And that pink Lexus jersey, she's been out here training, not only on the track, but also on the weights. That's Miranda Caruso. Behind her, he's another junior rider that we got going. That's Daquan Johnson. And at the back, she just raced in that semi-pro race. That's Lauren Atkinson. Down low, that's Charlotte Hansberger. Then we got Jessica Cake and Veer Suchak out there. And that's gonna be our juniors and our women racers. If everyone's together, we're gonna ring the bell and start them off. Eyes up, riders, eyes up. Pick it up, pick it up. All right, the race is underway.
Most important thing out there is to pedal, always. Pedal, 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 never slow down.
Everybody shoulder check. We got riders 4 high. Let's go on the black line, racers. Get on the black line.
The Milton Revolution is present from the Milton track in Toronto, Canada.
Dejon Parks at the back. He's just sitting in, waiting to see where these riders are gonna go. Come on, riders, at the black line. Let's get in line. 7 to go, 7 to go. Daquan on the front, picking up the pace. Lauren Atkinson in second. Veer sitting in second, sitting tight on Atkinson's wheel. Atkinson pulls up, Veer pulls through. Veer Suchak at the front. Now we got Jessica Cake. Her dad was racing in the semi-pro race. We got a small gap opening up. Now Jimmy Capella's on the front. Let's go, riders, eyes up. No one wants to take a pull once again. Everyone's sitting on a wheel. Zane on the front, he's riding up at the blue line. Jimmy Capella starts picking up the pace a little bit. 4 laps to go, 4 to go. Eyes up, riders, make sure you're shoulder checking. Zane riding high at the blue line. Nice move by Daquan, able to keep it on the track. Jimmy pushes his way in there. Lauren Atkinson pulling around, but here goes Zane. Zane's gonna make a move. Are they gonna let him go? Luke Bashad chasing him down. Dejon Parks out of the saddle. Now's the time to go. Let's make some noise for these juniors. They're picking up the pace. 2 to go at the line. 2 to go at the line. Now is the time to go. Up and over, Luke. Let's get them. They're going to hear the bell on the next lap. Make some noise for these kids. They're out here working hard. Bell lap, racers. Bell lap. Can Dejan make it over the top? Luke Machad's got to make a move now. Let's go, DJ. Who's it gonna be? It's gonna come close at the line. Dejan Parks trying to make a last minute move, and he's gonna make it. Dejan, Zane, Jimmy, Luke, Daquan. Great racing from our juniors. Put your hands together. They're out here riding on a 50-degree bank Lexus velodrome. 50 degrees in the turns, 15 degrees in the straightaways. Back-to-back races. Dejan Parks, give it up for DJ. Getting that win. They're out here training. They're training for that applause. So make some noise for those kids. Next up, we're going to get a couple of our other juniors. Some of the people, this is the reason why we built this track, was to get these kids out here riding it. You're gonna see one of these kids in the Olympics someday. You'll be able to say, I saw them at their first track race. All right, down low at the start-finish line. All right, he's gonna do a flying lap. That's Logan French. He's gonna get some last minute instruction. All right, he's off. Here goes Logan. Let's give him some noise. Make some noise for him. He's up on the track. Pumping through turn 4. Here we go. Let's make some noise for Logan. He's coming through. He's going to get the bell on the next lap. Let's go, Logan. You got it. All the way. Go, 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 go. Holding up that black line. 1 to go. 1 to go. Make some noise for him. All the way, Logan. You got it. Keep it going. Go, 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 go. All the way to the finish line. Let's go, finish strong. Make some noise. Logan French out here. Great job. Put your hands together for Logan.
16.92 for that young man. 16.92.
10 years old, out here riding the track. All right, and here is our youngest rider out here tonight. She's 7 years old. She's gonna do a flying lap. Let's give it up for Jocelyn Stewart. All right, Jocelyn, now's the time to go. She's been ripping around the track for a couple weeks and she's off. Let's go, Jocelyn, you got it.
She's 7 years old. She's gonna do 3 laps out here, but we're gonna time the last lap. Jocelyn Stewart going. She's going to get up on the track.
She's up on the track.
Now she's going to ride around 2 more times. We time the next lap.
All right, good job, Jocelyn. You got it. Let's go, 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 go. She's pedaling her legs off. She's got to stay up there for 1 more lap. Keep those eyes off Jocelyn. All the way. Ring that bell. 1 to go. Put your hands together, Jocelyn Stewart.
All right, come on, Jocelyn, go, go, go. Keep going, keep going. You're almost there. Come on, Jocelyn, come on, root her on. Future champion right there.
All the way, make some noise. Let's go, Jocelyn, you got it. Finish strong. 7 years old. Jocelyn Stewart, keep pedaling, keep pedaling, keep pedaling.
21:35 for Jocelyn Stewart.
Great
Woo-hoo!
job. Right behind you, Dale. And following our youngest rider on the track, we're gonna have our most senior rider out here. That's Rich Reedus, he's 80 years old. Everyone can ride the Lexus Velodrome from 7 to 80.
Years old, and we gave him the number 81 because we're optimistic. And we didn't have 80. We should all be doing that good at 80.
All right, let's make some noise for Rich. He's starting to pick up the pace. He's gonna get up on the track, going around on the home stretch. 2 to go at the line, 2 to go. Let's pick it up, let's go Rich, make some noise. All the way, eyes up, look through that turn. He's picking it up, riding at the red line. Rich Reedus flying around. Here comes the bell, 1 to go, 1 to go. All the way, finish strong. Half a lap to go, half a lap. Rich Reedus flying through turn 3 into turn 4. Here comes the final straightaway, make some noise.
$15.72 for Rich Reedus. $15.72.
All right. Now we got our pro riders back on the track. All right, this next race is the elimination race. The elimination race is a little different than most other bike races. Instead of watching the front of the pack, you want to watch the back of the pack. What we do is we give them 5 laps to roll around to get up to speed. With 1 lap to go, we're gonna ring the bell. And what we do is we pull out the last place rider. So whoever's rear wheel is the last one to cross the line will get pulled out of the race. We will then proceed to do this every other lap until we're down to 2 racers. When it's just 2 racers left, we give them a 2-lap max sprint. So riders are gonna be getting some last-minute advice from Dale Hughes. Jackson Capella, he's in with the pros. Won that semi-pro race, made him step it up to the next level. Riders roll, let's go, let's roll it. Everybody together, we got a big field. I wanna make sure everybody's checking their shoulders. Make sure you look before you move. Do not create a hole where there isn't one. All of our riders rolling around. Jackson Capella on the front. At the back is Mike Daga. All right, 5 to go, riders, 5 to go. With 1 to go, we'll ring the bell and we will be pulling a racer. Jackson Capella, he knows what to do in this race. He's just gonna set a little higher tempo at the front. Goes on, not to worry about passing anybody if I stay up front. Now Tony Bruley at the back trying to get up and over, but Blaine Benson down low. Benson's gonna have to go all the way across. There's not much real estate out here at the Lexus Velodrome, so where are they gonna go? You cannot go under racers. Now Mike Scannell in that bad position. Dave Hicken moves through. Jackson Capella still setting the pace, but is he gonna get trapped down low? All right, we're pulling on the next lap, racers. Pulling on the next lap. Benson's got to get up and over. Fedor's in a bad spot. Where's he going to go? He's going to try to go down low. There's not much room. Who's it going to be? Tight at the line. And it's going to be, oh, Mike Scannell. You are eliminated. Thought he had room, but there was none. And here we go. We're going to do it again. Every other lap till we're down to 2 racers. Tony Bruley down low, trying to push his way in. Is there any room? He's going to have to go up and over. Now Blaine Benson down low. Benson nowhere to go. Jackson Capella's got to pick it up. Oh, it's going to be Jackson Capella. Make sure you hold your line, riders. Benson trying to chase him down just off the back. Martin Vecchio picking up the pace. Oh, excuse me, Brett Bettel picking up the pace. Vecchio sitting tight on his wheel. We're pulling on the next lap. Who's it going to be coming through? Blaine Benson's going to have to do a last-minute burst of speed. Does he got it in him? It's coming tight at the line. It's going to be Blaine Benson. You are eliminated. Cannot go under, Bruley. I don't know. You're going to pull him? You cannot go under, racers. Who's it going to be at the line? Mike Booth with nowhere to go. It's going to be Fedor, Quinn Fedor. Here comes the bell. Pulling on the next lap, racers. Pulling on the next lap. Mike Booth at the back in a dangerous spot. He's going to have to back off, go up and over. Can he sneak through? Who's it going to be? Nowhere to go. He's looking over his shoulder. Mike Booth, you are eliminated. Dega at the back, taking him out one by one. Tony Bruley holding his line. He's bumping elbows with Dave Hicken. Bruley trying to get up and over Hughes. At the back of the pack, it's Mike Dega and Seth Kleinglass. Who's it going to be? Kleinglass going down low. Dega's got nowhere to go. Mike Dega, you are eliminated. Once again, Kleinglass low at the back of the pack. Now Tony Bruley trying to get up over the top. Where's Dave Hicken going to go? It's Hughes and Hicken at the back. And it looks like Kleinglass is sitting up. The riders off the back. Riders off the back. It's going to be Seth Kleinglass. You are eliminated. We're down to 6 riders. Hughes on the front, picking up the pace. Vecchio follows him. Cavender trying to get up and over. Brett Bettel down low. Bettel's gonna have to make a move. Can he get up over Bruley? Tony Bruley down low. Who's it gonna be? Close at the line. Does Tony Bruley got the legs in him? At the line, it's gonna be, oh, Brett Bettel, you are eliminated. Bettel, you are eliminated. Tony Bruley able to squeak it out. We're down to 5 racers, 5 racers. Hughes on the front, pulling him around. Dave Hicken's gonna try to hold Bruley down. Let's see if Bruley muscles his way out of that situation. Luke Cavender getting up on the hip of Martin Vecchio. Dave Hicken trying to fly over the top. He's got to get past Tony Bruley, who's gonna be close to the line. Oh, Tony Bruley, you are eliminated. Bruley staying in there a lot longer. Looked like he was going to be out early. He was able to hold him off. Now we're down to 4 racers. Chris Hughes at the front. He's going to have to go. Can he hold off these other 3 riders? Chris Hughes looking over his shoulder. He's like, I'm just going to sit up. I'll wait till the next race. And it's going to be Chris Hughes. You are eliminated. We're down to 3 riders. 3 sprinters, Martin Vecchio, Luke Cavender, and Dave Hicken. Let's see what Dave does. Is Dave gonna be able to get him at the line? Let's make some noise when they come through. Martin Vecchio checking his shoulder. There goes Hicken, they're off sprinting. Can Hicken get over him? Hicken trying to sneak in down low. Nowhere for him to go. It's gonna be Dave Hicken. You are eliminated. You don't gotta go home, but you gotta get off the track. Now we're down to 2. Luke Cavender and Martin Vecchio. They got 2 laps to go. Let's make some noise. They're going about as slow as you can go in that turn. Vecchio checking his shoulder. Vecchio holding Cavender way up high on the track. And he dives down. Here we go. Can Cavender close that gap? Martin Vecchio picking up the pace. Luke Cavender trying to come around the top. Cavender gritting his teeth. Can he get Vecchio at the line? Martin Vecchio, oh, it's going to be close. And it's going to be, oh, Luke Cavender at the line. Well, that wasn't much of a wedding present, Luke. Give it up for Martin Vecchio and Luke Cavender. Luke Cavender taking home the win in our pro elimination race. Now we're gonna do the same thing with our semi-pros. Semi-pro riders up to the rail. All right, riders, remember, everyone keep your eyes up. No one accelerate into a space where there isn't room. Make sure you're shoulder checking before you make a move. No one can go under. If I see anybody go under, you're getting pulled. Doesn't matter if you're last or not. And remember, if you have kids, your friends have kids, your neighbors have kids, bring them out here. We have everything is free for anyone under the age of 18. We have bikes, we have classes. We will teach your kid to ride a bike. You bring them out here, we'll work them out, send them home tired. We're available all summer long and all winter long. Every single day we are open. We have classes multiple times a day. Also, if you're not a kid and you want to come ride, we encourage that as well. Most of these people that are out here racing had never ridden a velodrome before we opened this place in February. So it just goes to show, a couple months out here, we'll have you racing. All right, our semi-pro elimination race is underway. Mark Atkinson, who made that jump in the last race, wasn't able quite to stay away, lead the pack around. His daughter Lauren Atkinson sitting on his wheel. Charles Moore in third, Dejan Parks in fourth, Jimmy Capella in sixth. All right, riders, they're rolling around. Once again, you gotta remember, watch the back of the pack. That's where all the action's at. The two Atkinsons on the front, they're setting the pace. Lauren and Mark Atkinson taking over the front of the race. They're gonna take it nice and easy, just fast enough to not let them pass you, but not too hard where you're working out. Hansberger up on his hip. Gonna make a move over with Cake. Dejan Parks down low, Cody Chuck. Cody Cook with those Aerospoke wheels. Jimmy and Jackson, the other two brothers at the back of the pack. They got two to go. Dejan's got to make his way. He's got to get out from underneath everybody. Here comes Jackson. Remember, everyone's shoulder checking. Make sure you check your shoulders before you make a move. Cody Cook now at the back. He's going to have to go up and over. Cody making a move. One to go. Pulling on the next lap, riders. Pulling on the next lap. Cake down low with nowhere to go. Hansberger. Dejan Parks up out of his saddle. He's trying to make a move. Cody following him. Hansberger at the back. There's nowhere for him to go. Who's it going to be? And at the line, it's going to be Martin Hansberger. You are eliminated. All right. Eyes up, riders. Eyes up. Jimmy Capella in a dangerous spot at the back of the pack. He's gonna have to go all the way up and over. Let's go, Jimmy. Now's the time to make the move. Cody Cook coming. Is it gonna be down low? Down low, there's nowhere to go. It's coming in close. Capella making the move. Oh, it's gonna be Cake. You are eliminated. Cake down low, you are eliminated. '79, you are out of the race. Pulling on the next lap, pulling on the next lap. Let's go, Jimmy. Jimmy and Lauren at the back. They got to get up and over. Dejan was sleeping. Can Jimmy get him at the line? It's going to be, oh, Jimmy Capella. Jimmy Capella, you are eliminated. Lauren able to hold him off. Now Dejan's got to get up and over. Dejan chasing him down. Pulling on the next lap, pulling on the next lap. Eyes up. Lauren, get up and over. Let's go, Lauren. Let's get him. Get these old men out, Lauren. You got it. Lauren making a move. Here comes Dejan. Can Dejan get it? Who's it going to be? And at the line, it's going to be, oh, Lauren Atkinson. Great effort for Lauren. Put your hands together. Cody Cook at the back now. Dejan Parks going down low. Dejan's got to get up and over. Let's go, Dejan. Now's the time to make the move. Cody Cook picking it up. Charles Moore picks it up, so does Atkinson. Atkinson trying to get up over Capella. Dejan chasing him down. Is there any room for him to go? It's going to be close to the line. There's nowhere for him. Dejan Parks, you are eliminated. Eyes up, riders. Eyes up. They're 4 across. We're down to 4 riders. Jimmy Capella leading the way. But here comes Charles Moore trying to take a flighter. Cody Cook coming up over Atkinson. Atkinson's trapped in down low. Mark Atkinson's got to make a move all the way up over the top. Let's go, Mark. Can he get him at the line? Whoa, they're getting close, almost touching wheels. And it's going to be Mark Atkinson. You are eliminated. Down to 3 to go, 3 to go. Cody Cook checking his shoulder. Jackson Capella on the front. Here comes Moore and Cook. Capella's going to have to pick it up. We're going into turn 1. We're pulling on a rider. Who's it going to be? We're coming down to 2. Let's go, Jimmy. Pick it up. Let's go, Jackson. Pick it up. Here comes Cody. Trying to get up and over. Cody Cook trying to make it. And it's going to be Cook. Cody Cook, you are eliminated. Now we're down to 2. Capella and Moore. Capella and Moore. 2 to go. Get up there, Jackson. Let's go, Jackson. Now's your time. 2 to go. Capella and Moore. All the way, Jackson. You gotta finish strong. Let's go, Jackson. Don't just give it to him. Get out of your seat, chase him down. And Jackson Capella sits up. Boo. Let's make some noise for Charles Moore. Flying around. All right. 5 to go, racers, eyes up. Atkinson making a move, pulling through fast. Lauren Atkinson opening up a gap. DeQuan Johnson trying to chase him down. Jimmy Capella just in that last race. Dejan got pushed down to the apron. He gets right back into it. Luke Machado at the back of the pack. Eyes up, racers, eyes up. 4 to go. Let's go, Jimmy. Jimmy's on the front. Eyes up. Whoa, that was getting close there. Luke Machado pulling it through. I think that's Zane on the front. Zane picking up the pace. They got 2 to go. Let's go, Luke. Let's go. Pick it up. 2 to go, racers. 2 to go. Zane making a move. They're going to hear the bell, but look at Jimmy Capella at the back of the pack, trying to take a flyer over the top. Can he get it? Dejan Parks chasing him down. Now we got Zane on the front. Look at Jimmy Capella. He's flying through turn 1. Can he get it? Jimmy Capella checking his shoulder, but here comes Dejan. Dejan chasing him down. Those are going to be at the line. Dejan or Jimmy Capella. Dejan Parks, Zane Oliver. Give it up for our junior racers. They just came from another race back to back. All right. Next up, we're going to get our pro racers. All right, next up, we're going to have our Kieran race. Sure.
And we want to give a shout out to our sponsors. Our financial sponsor, Diversified Members Credit Union. They believe in us. DMC, Detroit Medical Center, right next door, ready to meet all your needs. And of course, Lexus, the premier vehicle. Looking good on the road, looks pretty good on our infield. It's one of the most popular cars they have. So we're gonna get our Kierans going right here. The Kieran will be let out by our announcer, John Hughes. How's everybody doing up there? Along the rail, it's pretty good viewing, isn't it? All right, don't answer me. All right, what is this weird thing called a Kieran, you may ask? Well, it's basically a 10-lap bike race where our racers pace behind a motor, in this case an electric bicycle, driven by our announcer, John Hughes. He brings them up to speed, and it depends on who they are, but they're going to be going pretty fast. And then at 3 to go, he'll pull off, and they're on their own. And there's a lot of maneuvering that goes on. This race was developed and is most popular in Japan, where they've got betting on it all over the country. They develop it in 1948. In 2000, it became an official game of the Olympics at the Sydney, Australia Olympics. So we have it here at the Lexus Velodrome because it's some of the games that we like to play here on the 1/10 of a mile, 50 degrees banked oval. The only one of its kind in the United States. Pretty cool right here in Midtown Detroit. Woohoo!
All right, riders, next lap. What I'm doing is I'm out here, I'm gonna set the pace. We're gonna start them off at 18 miles an hour. Each lap I'm gonna pick up the speed until at 31.5 miles an hour is when I'll pull off the track, and they're gonna have 3 laps to sprint it out. Riders ready, here I come.
All right, the race is on. And Brett Beto drew the straw to be the first one closest to the motor. Brett Beto, followed by Dave Hicken, Mike Scannell, Mike Dega, Jackson Capella, and Seth Kleinglass.
All right, we're up to 20 miles an hour, slowly gonna ramp up the speed. Sitting tight on my wheels, Brett Beto, trying to get as much as he can off the draft of the motor. We're up to 22 as we come around. 8 laps to go, racers, 8 laps to go.
So Brett Beto has to maintain that front position, and nobody can go in front of the motor while the motor is on the track. However, racers can start edging up if they want and trying to get a different position, push somebody out of a position they want, or they can just ride that wheel nice and tight. As John mentioned earlier, you save a whole lot of energy when you're sitting tight on the wheel in front of you.
All right, we're up to 26 miles an hour. 6 laps to go, racers, 6 to go.
So even though Brett is getting the best ride right now, tight on that wheel, when John pulls off, he is going to be left to accelerate in what we call undisturbed air when John pulls off. What are you at now, John?
We're at 28 miles an hour. We're gonna take him up to 30 on this lap. Let's make some noise for these racers. We're starting to pick up the pace.
Let's hear it for the racers. And look at Jimmy Capella, Jackson Capella, making a move on the outside. He cannot overtake the motor, but he can certainly get himself into a better position.
We're up to 30. Pulling off with 31, and the race is on. Let's go, riders, 3 to go.
Jackson Capella made a nice move. He tried to get himself to the very front of that field. Brett Beto left to accelerate in undisturbed air, and Jackson Capella has already got the motor ramped up. Coming on the outside, Mike Dega in the black, and sticking close to Jimmy Capella in second is Brett Beto in the green, followed by Dave Hicken. Mike Dega trying to come over all 4 of those riders, and they've got 1 to go, and Brett Beto is now hammering it with Dave Hicken right behind him. Mike Dega and Mike Scannell, Jackson Capella went a little too early, and here we have, coming to the final sprint, we've got Brett Beto, Dave Hicken, Mike Dega, Mike Scannell, Jackson Capella, and Seth Kleinglass. Let's hear it for our racers. Good job out there. Woohoo! Don't be shy about showing them your appreciation for a great job out there. Brett Beto with the win. Yeah. We're gonna bring up our second group of Kieran racers. How fast are you going, John?
Right now I'm at 35.
That's all, 35. Our racers come out here and train Tuesdays and Thursdays. You'll find a big group of them out here working out getting it together for the weekend of racing. Many of them go to other races, to criteriums and road races across the state. But we like it best when they come here to compete at the Lexus Velodrome. Brought to you by Lexus and the DMC and Diversified Members Credit Union. Another reminder, if you have young children and they want to learn how to ride this thing, we've got a free summer camp program all summer long. All you have to do is sign your child up, bring them in, and for 2 hours, we'll teach them how to ride the velodrome, how to ride a bicycle if they don't know how to ride a bicycle. Plus, they get to go home with a whole lot of cool swag. So just visit LexusVelodrome.com, find out how to sign up. It's really easy, and in this race.
All right, riders, next lap. We're going to do the same thing, start them off at 18 miles an hour.
Tony Bruley, Luke Cavender, Quinn Fedor, Mike Booth, and Martin Vecchio.
Let's go, 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 go!
Yeah, I expect to hear more screams from Martin Vecchio, the bridegroom. All right, so Tony Bruley drew the #1 position. He's going to get up tight on the wheel of the electric bicycle.
All right, we're slowly picking up the pace. We're at 23 miles an hour. 8 laps to go, racers, 8 to go. Picking up the pace each lap. We're at 25. Tony Bruley sitting tight on my wheel. We're up to 26 miles an hour, 7 laps to go, racers. 7 laps to go.
So it's once again Tony Bruley, Luke Cavender, Quinn Fedor, Mike Booth, and Martin Vecchio. A reminder.
All right, we're bumping them up to 28 miles an hour on this lap. Let's make some noise for these racers. They're out here working hard when they come by. Make some noise for these guys. 5 laps, I'm pulling off in 2. We're at 28 miles an hour. Tony Bruley pulling around. Up to 30 on this lap. I'm pulling off next lap, racers. Here we go. The race is about to be underway. We're picking up the pace. We're at 30 miles an hour. 31 and a half is where I'm going to pull off.
And you see some action in the back of the field as Quinn Fedor moves out along with Mike Booth and Martin Vecchio. They're trying to get around as John pulls off. Quinn Fedor leading it out. Mike Booth hammering to get on that wheel, but it looks like Luke Cavender is going to beat him out to the wheel of Quinn Fedor. Down low, Tony Bruley, and still holding on tight, Quinn Fedor. Coming around on the outside, Mike Booth, one of our newer racers out here. Mike Booth going up high to get over everybody. Mike Booth dropping into that pole position. Luke Cavender getting over Quinn Fedor. And it is Mike Booth, Luke Cavender, Martin Vecchio. Coming into the finish line, Martin Vecchio trying to get over Cavender. And it is going to be Mike Booth, Luke Cavender, Martin Vecchio, Tony Bruley, and Quinn Fedor. Let's hear it for those racers. Great job out there. Woohoo! Can you really expect a bridegroom to win a race? By the way, it's a happy birthday today for somebody down here. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, it's a birthday suite. Woohoo! Glad to have you celebrating here at the Lexus Velodrome. Did somebody buy you a Track 101 as a gift? You can learn how to ride it. Anybody can come out and learn how to ride this in our Track 101. We have bikes, we've got helmets, we've got shoes, we've got coaches, and guess what else we have? We have the Lexus Velodrome. So you can learn what you need to learn out here, and one day you too can be riding out here on a Friday or a Saturday night. Our next race, by the way, is July 6th and 7th. It's going to be a 2-day, and guess what? Zach is back. Zach Kowalczyk, who was here for our grand opening. He'll be here for our 2-day race along with a whole group of race-ready racers.
You get the power. And we get the power.
All right, another group of Kieran racers up here. And while we've got them up there, let's give a big shout out. I want everybody to really make a lot of noise for our juniors that are lining up on the rail right now. We've got Lauren Atkinson. Lauren, put your hand up if you can. Lauren Atkinson. Jackson Capella. Jackson, put your hand up for us. Jimmy Capella. Jimmy, put your arm up. Dejan Parks. Yeah, Dejan. These 4 kids are going to be going to Trexlertown in 2 weeks. They're going to represent the Lexus Velodrome at the United States Cycling Championships in Trexlertown, Pennsylvania. So we want to hear you encourage them and shout them on. Yeah, woohoo! In addition to our juniors that are up there, we've got Mark Atkinson, Lauren's dad, and he's not afraid to give her a bit of competition. And we got Lauren, Jackson, Jimmy, Dejan. Then we got Cody, Adam Kaki, and Charles Moore.
Next lap.
Cody Cook. Remember,
All right,
we've got our
riders.
Madison coming up. And we're going, we're off. So Mark Atkinson drew the #1 position. He'll ride as tight as he can onto that wheel, onto the motor. Followed by Lauren.
All right, we're taking about the 20 miles an hour already. Lap counter, 9 to go.
Here's a little known fact about the Atkinsons. They are unicyclists. Although they're pretty good at 2 wheels, I've heard they're really awesome on 1 wheel. So we're gonna get them out here one day doing a demo. But right now, they're demonstrating their 2-wheel power behind John Hughes. So we've got Mark Atkinson, Lauren Atkinson, Jackson Capella, Jimmy Capella, Dejan Parks, Cody Cook, Adam Kaki, and Charles Moore.
7 to go, racers. We're at 24 miles an hour, taking them up 2 miles an hour each lap till 32 is when I pull off and let a 3-lap sprint go. 24 and a half, 25, up to 26 on this lap. Slowly widen up the gear. Atkinson sitting tight on my wheel.
One thing
6
that
laps
riders
to
must
go,
never
racers, 6 to go.
Riders never overlap wheels. That's the rule out here. You never overlap wheels with the rider in front of you.
We're at 28 miles an hour, picking up the pace each lap.
EJ, how many to go? 4 to go. So John will take him 1 more lap. There's a few little gaps in there. Lauren fighting to close up that gap. Jackson closing
right.
it up too.
I'm pulling off the track. We're at 30 miles an hour. We're gonna let these guys sprint it out. And it's time to go, racers. Let's go, 3 to go.
And Mark Atkinson is one to lead it off. Lauren a little bit gapped off there, but coming over the top and trying to get out from the back is Charles Moore and Adam Kaki. Mark Atkinson leading it out. He's got a nice lead on the rest of the field. But here comes Charles Moore and Adam Kaki. Can Mark Atkinson hold on to it? They're on their last lap now, so Mark Atkinson holding on to the lead, but here comes Charles Moore coming on strong. They have to maintain their lanes, but Charles Moore coming over Mark Atkinson. Can he make it all the way over? Jackson Capella boxed in by Adam Kaki, and Jackson Capella fighting his way out. It is Charles Moore, Jackson Capella, Adam Kaki, Jimmy Capella, and Cody Cook. Let's hear it for those racers. Good job out there. Come on, a round of applause. we gonna have one more, John? Okay, now our juniors only are gonna be up there. As you can see, we mix categories here. We do that so everybody gets a good competition, and you see some good competition. It really doesn't matter what age you are. I hope you've taken a minute to take a look at that beautiful Lexus sitting in our infield. It's looking pretty good, one of their most popular vehicles. There's another one on the ET Oval outside. We couldn't be happier to have Lexus as our naming rights sponsor. In particular, we've got Meade Lexus of the Southfield, Meade Lexus of Lakeside, and Lexus of Ann Arbor. They bring a lot to our game. We appreciate it. As well as Diversified Members Credit Union and the DMC, our medical providers. And they're off. What are they doing? 10 laps. And this is a field of juniors only. Jessica Kaki at the front. Veer Suchek now at the front, followed by Jimmy Capella, Dejan Parks, Luke Michaud, and Zane Olivier Tratier. Our friends from Canada, the Milton Revolution. We're happy to have you here, Milton Revolution. Woohoo! As Zane makes a move to the front. And they're riding nice and easy right now. Pretty good that these kids can maneuver the 50-degree banking of the Lexus Velodrome fearlessly, I might add. So, Veer Suchek stays at the front, but now Lauren Atkinson picks it up a little bit. Right behind her is Jessica Kaki. You just saw her dad racing. Followed by Luke Michaud. And there comes Zane Olivier Tratier. Dejan Parks and Jimmy Capella. And they've got, how many to go, EJ, how many to go? 5 to go. That's half a mile. So Veer Suchek keeps the pace nice and steady. Lauren Atkinson, Jessica Kaki, Luke Michaud, Zane Olivier Tratier, Jimmy Capella, and DJ Parks, and now they are up and running. Suchek making a move, starting the jam, putting the power on, followed by Lauren Atkinson, and here comes Jessica Kaki on the outside. Zane Olivier Tratier, look at that kid go from the outside from Milton, Canada, making a strong move. Lauren Atkinson chasing him down with Jessica Kaki in third position, trying to get over. And Luke Michaud. As Zane Tratier keeps it moving at the front. Lauren Atkinson looks behind to see who's there, and it's Jessica Kaki, followed by Luke Michaud and Dejan Parks. And it is 1 to go. Lauren Atkinson moves to the outside. She's gonna have to go further and accelerate harder to get over Zane. Lauren Atkinson going strong over Zane, but let's see if he can hold on, and it is gonna be a photo finish, and it is Lauren Atkinson, Zane Tratier, Jessica Kaki, Dejan Parks, Luke Michaud. Let's hear it for our young juniors, every one of them. Great potential, huge heart, and wonderful passion. What a place to put your passion on the bike racing track here at the Lexus Velodrome.
All right, next up is our big race of the night. It's our Pro Madison. But before that, let's put our hands together for our junior racers, junior riders out here working hard. Once again, we want to thank our naming rights sponsor, Lexus, our financial partners, Diversified Members Credit Union, also our official healthcare provider, the DMC, the Detroit Medical Center. Next up, our Pro Madison. Final race of the way about to be underway. So the Madison's a little bit different. What you're gonna see, this is a team race. One rider from each team will be on each side of the track. The riders on the home stretch are gonna be in the on position. They're gonna be riding down low at the black line, going as fast as they can. Their partners will be that are over here on the back stretch are the riders on recovery. They're gonna be riding up above the blue line, going as slow as they can. When the partners catch each other, the rider riding above the blue is gonna dive down the track. They're gonna grab hands and they are going to Madison sling them into the race. You're gonna see riders going from speeds of 15 miles an hour to 35 plus in tenths of seconds. This is basically the ultimate interval workout. "80-lap, 8-mile Madison sprints." Throughout the race, you're gonna hear the bell. That means it's a sprint lap. We're gonna sprint at 61 laps to go, 41 laps to go, 21 laps to go, and with 1 lap to go, our final sprint will be worth double points. So not only do these guys got to go around at 40 plus miles an hour, they got to do math the entire time. A couple of them's not a big deal. For a few of them, that's the hardest part of this race. Our riders getting their last minute instruction. We've got 5 teams out here. Vecchio at the front, Scannell in second, Booth in third, Bruley in fourth, Beto in fifth. This is gonna be Booth's first Pro Madison. He's won his last 2 races tonight. Let's see if he can take home all the wins. His partner, Dave Hicken, one of the most experienced track racers out here, is gonna be able to help push him through it. Let's see who wins the Pro Madison tonight at the Lexus Velodrome. All right, the riders are off. Let's put our hands together for our pro racers. This is our final race of the night. All right, 79 to go. Our riders are gonna roll off one at a time. And it looks like we're gonna have our first exchange coming up here. It's gonna be from Team Black. Remember, you gotta go up and over, racers. Here comes our first exchange. Scannell and Cavender, and that right there, that's a Madison exchange. Throwing them into the race. Don't go too slow on recovery. Now Team Pink making their first exchange. Blaine Benson getting thrown in from Tony Bruley. He's gonna have to go up and over. Dave Hicken getting thrown in from Mike Booth. Mike Booth with his first exchange as a pro racer. Vecchio throwing in Kleinglass. Kleinglass picking up the pace, 76 laps to go. Here comes Chris Hughes. Chris Hughes looking for his partner's hand. Beto throwing in Hughes. Kleinglass pulls up, now Cavender pulls through. Luke Cavender taking the win and the missing out. And that bell means the race is underway. Everything is out of control. Eyes up, racers, eyes up. We got a hot exchange coming from the pink team. Way up high, let's keep those exchanges down low, racers. Scannell on the front. Up and over, up and over. Mike Scannell on the front of the pack. Mike Booth pulling through. Black line racers, black line. They're starting to wind things up. This is an 8-mile race. They're almost a mile into it. Battle getting thrown in from Hughes. Here comes Cavender looking for Scannell. Scannell, his partner, gets tossed in. Throwing in Luke Cavender. Now Blaine Benson on the front. A lot of B's out there. Brett Betto, Blaine Benson. Here comes the exchange from the yellow team. Kleinglass getting thrown in from Vecchio as Benson pulls up the track. He's gonna have to go up and over. Booth and Hicken making their exchange at the back of the pack. Booth throws in Dave Hicken. Dave Hicken looking through. Wants to see who's coming up next. We're gonna have an exchange from Hughes and Betto. Hughes and Betto. Hughes reaches out his hand. Betto whips him into the race. Chris Hughes on the front of the pack. Riding around on that sick Karima track frame. Scannell comes down. Scannell's in it. All right, riders, make sure you're talking to your teammate. We got our first sprint coming up. 68 laps to go when they come around. 68 laps to go. Starting to pick up the pace. Everybody's looking for who's going to make the next move. Pick it up a little bit there. Got a hot exchange from the blue team. Blue team getting thrown in. When these racers come around, let's make some noise. We got a real high exchange from the black team. Cavender coming down to the red line. There we go. Brett Betto's taking a flyer. Can Betto stay away? Brett Betto off the front. Chris Hughes looking for his partner. Hughes throws his glasses off. Brett Betto, now Luke Cavender chasing him down. Kleinglass gets tossed in. Now Booth chasing down with him. Here comes Dave Hicken about to get thrown in. Hot exchange. Hot exchange for the blue team. The green team's still up the front. Chris Hughes has got to go. Can he stay away? Chris Hughes off the front. What lap are we at? Lap count. Hughes off the front, but look at Mike Scannell. Scannell closing down that gap. He's going to go up and over Hughes. What lap are we at? Look at Martin Vecchio taking a flyer. 62. 62. Missed exchange for the blue team. Betto getting thrown in. Here comes the bell. Bell lap. Team yellow off the front, but look at Luke Cavender. Luke Cavender chasing him down. Can he get him? Brett Betto trying to close down that gap. Luke Cavender trying to get over the top of Kleinglass. Can he get him? It's going to be close at the line. Chasing through, and it's going to be Cavender, Kleinglass, Betto. Team Blue missed that exchange. Let's see if these riders off the front keep it going. Hughes has got to get back up there. Now's the time, Mike Booth. You got to go. You got to close down that gap. Eyes up, racers. Eyes up. That's our first sprint of the night. They got 4 more to go. Hughes trying to stay on that wheel. Hughes chasing down Scannell. Scannell pulls up. Mike Booth trying to close down that gap. Mike Booth working hard. Give it up for Booth. Closing that gap after that missed exchange. And our 4 teams off the front are back together. Tony Bruley's out of his saddle trying to chase him down. Let's make some noise for Tony Bruley. Let's go, Bruley, get that. Tony Bruley's chasing hard. All right, we got a double exchange coming. Tony Bruley working hard. Can he get up there? Luke Cavender getting thrown in. And look at Bruley go. Look at Bruley go. Let's go, Tony. Make some noise for Tony Bruley. He's closing that gap all by himself. Give it up for the pink team. They're back together. Everyone's back in this race. Taking a double pole, and he closes it down. 55 laps to go, racers. 55 to go. Check. Kleinglass back on the front. Betto getting thrown in after a 2-lap pull. Chris Hughes looking for his partner. He moves down. Betto throwing in Hughes. We got 3 exchanges going on at once. Blaine Benson goes up and over. Martin Vecchio picking up the heat. Vecchio checks his shoulder, sees that no one's there. Mike Scannell looking for his partner, Luke Cavender. Luke Cavender chasing him down. Luke Cavender throws Scannell in. Scannell gritting his teeth, hops right back in. That's Benson. Benson coming down. You got a shoulder check there. That was a close one going into turn 4. They're touching elbows. Scannell able to hold it together. Hughes on the front, setting a slower pace. Looking for his partner, Brett Betto. Brett Betto checking his shoulders, have to move down. And here comes an attack for Team Pink. Tony Bruley going up and over. Vecchio chasing him down. Betto closing that gap. We got a hot exchange for the yellow team. Hot exchange for the yellow team. Here comes Cavender about to get thrown in from Scannell. Cavender about to get thrown in. Dave Hicken going way up and over the track. Here comes Kleinglass up and over the Pink team. Tony Bruley passes in Blaine Benson. Brett Betto trying to close down that gap. Here comes Chris Hughes, hot exchange. Benson goes up and over, Cavender tight on his wheel, but off the front. Pick it up, Mike, pick it up.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You gotta come into those exchanges a little faster. Mike Booth chasing him down. 48 laps to go. 48 to go, racers. Eyes up and over the black team.
Let's make some noise.
Bruley about to get thrown in from Benson. Hughes back on the front. Scannell making a move up over Hughes. Hughes looking for his partner, Betto. Scannell's gonna have to go up and over. Watch out for that exchange. Here comes an exchange for the green team. Green team getting thrown in. The blue and the yellow team are backwards. Blue and yellow. Here comes Dave Hicken about to get thrown in for Mike Booth. Mike Booth throwing him in. Up and over, up and over. Here comes Kleinglass. Vecchio telling Kleinglass what to do. 45 laps to go. Hard exchange from the black team. Benson, you're coming down too early. We got a gap opening up for the black and green team are pulling off the front. Black and green pulling off the front. Here comes Hughes and look at Luke Cavender. Cavender's out of his saddle. Hard exchange. Pick it up, Booth, pick it up. Hot exchange, faster. Here comes Mike Booth, Luke Cavender off the front. Coming in hot, Mike, coming in hot. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. 42 to go, 42 to go. All right, they got a bell lap coming next lap. Brett Betto about to get thrown in from Chris Hughes. Martin Vecchio chasing him down. Look at Martin Vecchio flying over the top. Can he get the black team? Mike Scannell working hard. But here comes Betto, Brett Betto. An exchange for the yellow team. Brett Betto over the top. Look at him go. Can he get Team Black? And it's going to be Team Black taking first place point. Team Green. First place points, Black in second. Yellow in third, blue in fourth. Pink back to chase it down. 40 to go. Lots of action going on here at the Lexus Velodrome. When they come by, make some noise. They're 2 sprints in, they got 2 to go. Double exchange for the yellow and the blue team. Team Pink trying to chase, they're back off the back. Blaine Benson looking over his shoulder. Let's go, Blaine, get up there. Chase him down. Heads up, Kleinglass. All right, let's give some noise for Tony Bruley. Let's go, Tony. Get up there, Tony. He's out of the saddle. He's been chasing all night. My voice just died. Giving it up for Tony Bruley. Come on, Tony. Look at Tony Bruley. He's getting up there. Is he going to catch him? Bruley taking another double pull, and he's back at it. Give it up for the Pink team. Mainly Tony Bruley. That looks painful. Yeah, Tony.
Okay, John, after that last sprint, we've got Team Black in first with 8 points. Team Green in second with 7 points. Team Yellow in third with 5 points. Team Pink in fourth with 1 point, and Team Blue needs to get some points. So even though they got second in that last sprint, they were down a lap, so they lose points. Top 3, once again, Team Black with 8 points, Team Green with 7, and Team Yellow with 5. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, it's an accumulation of all those points.
All right. Chris Hughes back on the front. Luke Cavender sitting in second. Here comes the exchange. Brett Vettel got to get thrown in. It's been a hot pace all night long. No one's backing off. 29 to go. 29 to go. Tony Bruley, he's really working out there. You got to go up and over. Kleinglass up and over. Mike Scannell getting thrown in from Luke Cavender. They're picking up the pace. Our whole group's back together. Chris Hughes about to get thrown in. 27 laps to go. 27 to go. Coming in hot. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Up and over. Double exchange coming from the blue team and the yellow team. Blaine Benson trying to stay on Vecchio's wheel. He's working hard. Here comes Luke Cavender about to get thrown in from Mike Scannell. Chris Hughes on the front of the pack, pulling these riders around. Hughes shoulder checks. He wants to get off the front, but there's no room for him to escape. Brett Vettel checking his shoulder. He's gonna make a move in. They got 24 to go, 24 to go. Luke Cavender sitting tight on the hip of Beto. Here comes the exchange from the blue team and the yellow team. You gotta get up and over, Tony, up and over, Tony. Vecchio telling Kleinglass it's time to go. Kleinglass gonna pick it up. He's gotta go all the way up and over, but Beto decides he's gonna do it himself. Coming in hot, Benson, coming in hot. Brett Beto picking it up. Chris Hughes is gonna have to go. Hughes coming in hot. They got a bell lap. Let's go, make some noise. Here comes a bell lap. Can Chris Hughes hold him off? Chris Hughes off the front, but look at Martin Vecchio. Vecchio closing down the gap. Can he get up and over him? Chris Hughes creating his teeth. Martin Vecchio, but here comes Mike Booth. Can Booth get him as well? Mike Booth flying through, whoa. Martin Vecchio off the front. Let's see if they stay on it. Mike Booth, Martin Vecchio. Coming in hot, riders. Coming in hot. You're the wrong way. Booth, you're still in. Stay in it. Booth, you're still in. Kleinglass came in between that. I don't know if there's going to be a relegation. Mike Booth having to take a double pull after the yellow team interfered with that exchange. The team black trying to close down the gap. Team green wasn't able to hold it away. Beto telling Hughes, take a lap off. Hughes is like, I'm in it to win it. This is it. Putting it all on the line. 17 to go. 17 to go, racers. Let's make some noise for these guys. They're out here working hard.
All right, here are the points after that sprint. Team Yellow is in the lead with 10 points. Tied for second is Team Black and Team Green with 9 points. Then we've got Team Blue and Team Pink duking it out for third. So once again, Team Yellow's got 10. Team Black and Team Green each have 9. Team Blue and Team Pink each have 1. And remember, there are double points on the last sprint. So it's anybody's bike race.
Here comes the exchange, and look at Tony Bruley from the pink team. He's picking it up. Tony Bruley, been chasing all night. He wants to get on the front. He's gonna throw in his partner, Blaine Benson. Don't come down too early, racers. Double exchange. Whoa, nice save by Mike Scannell. Benson pulls up. Now Beto's on the front. Kleinglass about to throw in Vecchio. They got 11 to go. 11 to go, last race of the night. Who's it gonna be? We got 1 mile to go at the line. 1 mile to go at the line. Chris Hughes on the front of the pack, pulling these riders around. Dave Hicken looking for his partner, Mike Booth. Tony Bruley going up and over. Here comes an exchange from the black team. Dave Hicken fouling them. We got some hot exchanges coming. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Hughes looking for Beto as Bruley's making a flyer. 9 to go. Full exchange from the green team. Can Benson hold him off? Blaine Benson off the front. Brett Beto chasing him down. Seth Kleinglass on that wheel. Coming in hot, Booth, coming in hot. 6 to go, 6 to go. Stay high, Scannell, stay high. Nice exchange, and here goes Team Blue. Off the front, Mike Booth taking a flyer. He's got the legs, can he stay away? Beto, Vecchio, and Scannell chasing him down, but Mike Booth is off the front. Mike Booth trying to make a move with the last sprint. Here comes Dave Hicken. They got a half a track length lead. 1 lap, EJ, 1 lap are we on? Lap. 4 to go. 3 to go. 3 to go. The Team Blues off the front. Dave Hicken going hard. Here goes Chris Hughes out of the saddle, trying to stay away. 2 to go at the line. 2 to go at the line. Don't go too slow. Pick it up, Booth. Beto, watch out. Here comes Cavender. Mike Booth, now's the time to go. 1 to go. 1 to go. Mike Booth off the front. First night out here racing. And it's gonna be Team Blue, Team Black, Team Yellow, and Team Green. Taking double points in that last sprint was the blue team, but I think that means that Team Black took the win with the second place finish. Give it up for Luke Cavender and Mike Scannell. Another great night of racing here at the Lexus Velodrome. Put your hands together for our pro riders. Taking the win in that final sprint was Mike Booth and Dave Hicken. This was Booth's first pro Madison. Once again, we want to thank our official naming rights sponsor, Lexus, our financial partner, Diversified Members Credit Union, our healthcare provider, the DMC, the Detroit Medical Center. We want to thank all of our officials, all of our volunteers, all of our racers, but most importantly, put your hands together for the fans. You guys make them out here to race. And here comes our victory lap for Team Black, Luke Cavender and Mike Scannell. Taking the win in the Pro Madison. Now next week, we're gonna be racing at the International Velodrome at Bloomer Park, but we'll be back here in 2 weeks.
We need a victory lap by Team Black. They won it by 1 point over Team Yellow. So Team Black, Luke Cavender and Mike Scannell are the winners tonight. In second place, Martin Vecchio and Seth Kleinglass, Team Yellow. Tied for third with an amazing comeback, Dave Hicken and Mike Booth and Chris Hughes and Brett Beto. And in fourth and fifth, Tony Bruley and Blaine Benson. Let's hear it for all of our racers. And how about a great lap and a round of applause for Team Black and our newlywed Team Yellow. Yeah.
Thanks for another great night here at the Lexus Velodrome. Thanks for coming out. Be safe. Here in downtown Detroit, we put on these races every other weekend in the summer and every weekend in the winter. We'll see you guys next time for the Lexus Velodrome.